Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Track Titan Community Race, the 32nd Track Titan Community Race here in Italy at Imola in the beautiful, beautiful Praga R1 race car. I am joined once again by Mr. Splitslam. How are you doing, Splitslam?
I'm doing fine. Hello, guys.
Yeah, hello, world. We look to have a pretty decent race in our hands today. We've got a full grid, so a full complement of 22 drivers. In these lovely cars that are very good to race, and all the drivers in practice were very, very tight. The top 6 were within a second, 10th to 17th were within a second of each other. Everyone else kind of floating there or thereabouts, so fingers crossed we get a good race today. What's your predictions? Early predictions, Spitzlam?
Well, early predictions that Ryan might win this because I haven't seen Eric and Michel on track yet, so he has the best choice.
Yeah, I think Eric might be missing out today. We've not seen him. He's online on Discord, but he doesn't seem to be here. So, yeah, an Eric-less race, which should make the leaderboard a bit interesting, because I think Eric was leading a bit too much. He was getting a bit too far ahead. He's got a nearly 50-point lead in the championship, so, you know, we just need to dial it back a bit, Eric. Thank you.
He's too good for us.
He is. He is too good for he's not too good for the racing. The racing's always fantastic. But, you know, he's just very fast. And we've got to let some other drivers win. And another driver that could win is Mr. Michel Rodriguez, who I'm going to jump on board with now as we go for a lovely lap around Imola. I'll run us through it as we head onto the start-finish straight. They've got two kind of kinks in the semi straight, and then you've got a right here, a left here, all the way up, climbing the gears to 6th gear, full throttle, and then they're going to get onto some straight line braking as they come into the Tamburello chicane. It's very, very difficult to get the braking right there because of the kink just before the turn. You've got the left, right, and then the left again of the Tamburello chicane. Of course, this didn't used to be a chicane, made a chicane after Ayrton Senna's tragic death there. Into the Villeneuve chicane, now braking very light as you come into the corner there, carrying a lot of speed out and then braking into the middle of the corner. Michel there getting a bit of a tank slapper on out of the corner as he heads towards the Tosa hairpin. He lost a little bit of time there and he's not quite hitting an apex there, but that could be a tactic that I'm not aware of. Climbing the hill now up towards the Piratella. You've got a bit of a left kink and then a bit of a right kink. It's a very, very difficult corner to get right, this one. Again, a very challenging track all around as he lowers off the throttle, gives a little bit of braking, and then powering out of the corner using all the exit curb, taking the inside curb down the hill into Acqua Minerale. Historic sequence of corners. You've got a left and then you've got a quick left-right flick-flack here as you go up the hill. It's so easy to lose the back end there, and I think he might have gone over track limits there on the run up top of Acqua Minerale towards Variante Alta. I'm just going to maybe call it the Alta chicane here as Michel gets all over the curbs there as he chases down Oswald Gray, Alexander Gray's brother, who's making an appearance today. So it's lovely to see it run in the family as they both head down towards the Rivazza, the last two corners here, and it's another very difficult corner. Oh, as there's Isaac Gard is sat on the exit of the corner there. Oh, and someone's rejoining the track. Michel does very well to avoid both of them, although with his tank slapper earlier on and another tank slapper to finish, he's not going to have a fantastic lap here. Doubt he'll be topping the timing charts, but we'll see how it goes as he comes across the finish line very soon. He's going to put in a Artyom's currently top with a 149.441, and Michel goes top because I said he wouldn't. He put it on provisional pole. Isn't that typical?
Yeah, that's typical Michel. Typical Michel.
I'm pretty sure he did the same thing to Tom twice. Tom said it. He said, "Oh, there's a bit too much going on there. He won't get provisional pole," and then he did. He did that twice to Tom, and he's done it to me now. So. He's got the opposite of the commentator's curse. It's a commentator's blessing.
That's really rare. It's just it's you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, me not cursing people is very, very rare. But of course, we do have some other very, very fast drivers yet to cross the line. So we'll see how it goes. What's that, Spitzlam?
Nothing.
We did have some new names, didn't we? In practice.
Oswald.
Well, Oswald. Yeah. Why did you what did he do then?
Yeah, he just spun.
Oh, Oswald.
I just saw him spun. That was the outburst that I did.
Spinning, running in the family there. He's inherited that from Alex.
You cannot do it. Yeah.
Well, Ryan Skywalker now putting it on provisional pole. He was quite late out of the pits, and he got 2 purple sectors and a green sector to put it at a 1:48.928. That's almost, I think that is, yeah, just over 5/10 faster than Michelle. So, serious hill for Michelle Rodriguez to climb as he comes through the qualifying session. But he's on a decent lap at the minute. As long as he can keep it together for these last few corners, he might be able to fight back. Of course, there's 4 minutes of qualifying left, so plenty of lap time. But El Ripper was saying that he needed to adjust the brake bias every time you come into the pits with this car.
I don't know anything about that. I didn't race this car at all.
I didn't get a chance to this. I didn't get a chance to this week, so I can't give any kind of insight on there. But I have raced this car before. Oh, so Michelle puts it on provisional pole once again with a 1:48.663. That's a good time. Yeah, I've raced this car before on Assetto, and it's a really fun car to drive, and it's very, very controllable. But it's one of them that can quite easily get away from you, I think. Where else shall we look? Yeah, so as I was saying, in practice, we did have some new names that were topping the leaderboard. Max Newt 7, currently sitting 4th.
Max is not a new name. Max Newt 7 is not a new name. I think he was in some races before this one.
That's a good job you're paying attention, because I clearly am not. Okay, well, Mac's not a new name. He has been in some Hot Lap challenges before, to be fair, as well. So, not an entirely new name at all, I know that much. But if he's been in races before, I'm very sorry, Max, if you do watch this. But anyway, he's been doing very well. He was topping the leaderboard in practice before Ryan pipped him just towards the end. And he was making a bit of a name for himself. Another person who was making a name for himself was... Let's see if I can find him now. Nicholas Barriant. There he is. 3rd place. And Brigido Hernandez in 2nd now. Them two, not new names to Track Titan at all, but I don't think I've seen them in too many races, and they were doing very well in the Hot Lap Challenge, and very well in practice, and clearly very well in qualifying. We've got a bit of a fight on our hands, eh?
Maybe we do. Maybe. We don't.
You don't sound optimistic.
Yeah.
You're just expecting one person to end up in the gravel on the first corner, I think.
Yes, I want someone to eat sand. But I don't know why. I want that person to be Michelle. Maybe it's because of the dirt rally. Maybe not.
Yeah, well, Michelle...
As I say that, he improves his ball time. God damn.
Yeah, Michelle going away and clear everyone else there. 4/10 clear of Brigido. That's a serious lap from Michelle Rodriguez there. And yeah, he was practicing in dirt rally, wasn't he, before this race?
Yes.
It was commented on by Ryan. And yeah, like you said, Spitzlam on the Discord, he was just practicing making sandcastles, because that's what he's been doing the last 2 weeks. But he's looking to change that, because he's currently sat on pole, and Ryan Skywalker isn't getting anywhere within a sniff at the minute. He's at 2 orange sectors as Ryan, and not improving on his current lap as Ryan's coming down just towards Rivatsa now, I think. But yeah, who's going to challenge Michelle Rodriguez for this pole time? Because that is a seriously fast lap, that 1:48.369, and he's still improving on his current lap. He's got a green first sector, so we'll see how he goes so far. But it looks set to be on pole. As it stands, 51 seconds left. That's about one more lap. Definitely one more lap for Ryan, who I think has spun at the final corner. Yeah, he's rejoining the track there. So Ryan not taking the fight to Michelle, quite like you'd expect. Michelle's flying at the minute. He's got a purple middle sector as well. I'm trying to look for some other drivers to talk about. Of course, we focus on the top a lot. There's a lot of drivers on the grid, and they're all very close. All the way down to 13th right now. They're all within 4 seconds of each other. I mean, I know it's 4 seconds a lap, but that's, relatively close. Everyone's on a decent level. As Michelle, improves his time once again. A suboptimal final sector, but does improve once again, and the clock is going to tick down to 0 very soon. The last driver to come across the line and complete a flying lap is gonna be Max Newt. So he'll come around and complete his final lap as the clock's now ticked down to 0, and everyone crossing the line should be getting a checkered flag. And we'll see how Michelle goes. Oh, Michelle, there he is, making sandcastles. And he retired to the pits. I'm going to look at Brigido Hernandez here because he is also on a very, very fast lap. Purple first sector, a green middle sector, and he is now heading down towards Rivazza, the final 2 corners of the track. Got this right-hand kink here and a very awkward braking zone, although it's actually less awkward in this car because the braking is so powerful. As you see, the brakes light up on the side of the car there. Flying out the final corner, using all the exit curb there, and Brigido is looking set to improve on his time. Let's see how this final sector goes for him. He's got to beat a 1:48.324, and on the board, Brigido Hernandez puts in a 1:48.241 and goes on provisional pole for the race. Ryan Skywalker, the next challenger to come up and challenge Michelle Rodriguez. Brigido now on provisional pole. Is Ryan able to improve on Brigido's time? 1:48.241. What's Ryan going to get? He's going to get a 1:48.212. Ryan on provisional pole there. Incredible lap from him there. Purple middle sector. Really, really, really fast times from all the drivers out there today. And we've got very few drivers still going around. I think we've got 1 driver left to come across the line. It's Little Skittle. So we'll watch him come across the line and we will go into the race. That was a good qualifying session, wasn't it, Spitzler?
That was a really good qualifying session.
Really tight up at the top. Oh, look at them top 3 within 0.2 of a second of each other. Awesome, awesome qualifying. And just shows the quality of driver on display today. But here we are, on the grid. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Give us a prediction, Spitzler.
I don't want to...
Come on, curse someone. I can't give everyone the curse. Michelle's gonna win. Michelle Rodriguez there, starting from 3rd, behind Brigido Hernandez and Ryan Skywalker. So we'll see who comes out on top after the first chicane. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one, isn't it? Look how long the grid trails back down the first start-finish straight.
Funniest thing would be if he actually won.
You might be giving him a blessing. I gave him a blessing earlier. He'll be thanking us later on.
And if I say it would be to Nicolas, the guy that's 4th, or... Yeah, Nicolas... I'm not going to say that. Just if Nicolas wins it, if I said that, I think he would spun out. Last lap, last corner.
Hopefully you haven't cursed him. Hopefully you haven't cursed Michelle Rodriguez. Hopefully you haven't cursed anyone else because we are away. Ryan getting a very suboptimal start there. Struggling on the line. Michelle Rodriguez flying through up the inside of Ryan Skowka there. Ryan Skowka getting back up to speed, I think. And yeah, drivers flying through. Michelle Rodriguez into the first corner. I'm trying to look at who's ahead. I think it's Brigido Hernandez ahead of Ryan Skowka. There's a driver going spinning in the background. There's about 4 drivers all caught up in a serious incident. Oh, and someone's gone around. I think Artyom's been collected by someone else. Oh, sorry, Artyom's got ahead. Who's that gone around? I think it might be Max Newt. Yeah, Max Newt backwards. There's drivers backwards all over the first chicane. And Ryan Skywalker has come out on top ahead of Brigido Hernandez and Artyom. Oh, who's got caught up in that? It's Michelle Rodriguez. Where is he?
Yeah, Michelle is 20th.
Michelle has dropped down to 20th. He's seriously got caught up in an incident there. Another driver flying off the track there. I think there's drivers also backwards at the exit of the Villeneuve chicane. As Keith again.
Keith retiring.
Keith retiring. That was a chaotic start. You really cursed Michelle there.
I didn't want to. I cursed the entire grid. I didn't curse Michelle. I cursed the entire freaking grid.
I'll tell you one person you didn't curse is Ryan Skywalker, who had a pretty rough start, but then quickly got back up to speed and is back into first position, just ahead of Brigido Hernandez. And what's happened to Michelle?
Michelle spins.
Michelle is in the wall. He's in the wall. Oh, Nicholas Barriant as well. 3rd and 4th, down to 18th and 19th. Oh, tragedy.
I really cursed him. Goddamn.
Tragedy for the drivers.
Sorry.
Right, you know what? You can't accept any responsibility for that. This is racing.
It's your fault.
It's right.
You forced me into it every race. Let's be real.
I'm a bad influence. But here we go. At the end of the first lap, Brigido Hernandez has managed to make his move on Ryan Skowka, and he is through and 4/10 ahead of a second, 4/10 of a second ahead of Ryan Skowka across the line. Brigido Hernandez finishes the first lap in first place. Ryan Skowka very, very close behind. Isaac Gard, big mover there, along with Artyom, up into 3rd and 4th place. And then who is that? Nicholas Romatelli in 5th position and Max New in 6th. Artyom almost looking at the inside of Isaac Gard there. Isaac Gard closing the door very firmly, saying not today, not going to happen. Ryan Skywalker also sniffing at the back end of Brigida Hernandez, but I don't think there's going to be any moves through the Villeneuve chicane. It might be happening into the Tosa hairpin. Artyom has dropped to the back of Isaac Gard a little bit, and Nicholas Romatelli is now on the back of Artyom, but then again, through the Villeneuve chicane, just slightly different lines, slightly different speeds, and they kind of even out, and they're all about a tenth of a second between each other, half a tenth, sorry. And Nicholas Romatelli gets a tank tapper on. Oh, he nearly spins, recovers very, very well there on the grass slightly, recovering now, getting back up to speed, and he's going to rejoin just ahead of Oswald Gray. Oswald Gray with a fantastic start there, all the way from, what was that, 16th up to 7th?
I don't know.
Well, tell you what, Alex is a good overtaker as well, so, you know, once again, it runs in the family.
Runs in the family again.
It runs in the family once again.
And as we say that, he overtakes again on Nicolas Romitelli.
Yeah, what a fantastic move that was.
Family really well.
Yeah, that was a really nice move.
This is good racing provided by the Grace. Let's say that.
You know what? It's good racing provided by all the Swedes, although less so much from Michelle, but it happens.
Yeah. All the Swedes, but not Michelle. Michelle is the bad one, of course.
He's now on the grass again. I think he's really, really struggling. Did he go into the wall when he crashed? Oh, look at that car.
He did. Oh God.
It's folded like a paper plane. Wow, that is devastating for Michelle. But he is carrying on nonetheless and looking to improve his look. Hopefully soon. Sally making a move on Nimrod Shea. Nimrod Shea is off. Who's that in the background? Nimrod Shea has spun out on the exit of Ravatsa. Very, very easy place to spin there. El Ripo managed to make a move on Rafael Varela earlier in the lap. So really nice job from El Ripo there. He's enjoying this car. He's enjoying the racing. And he's looking to make another move on Nimrod Shea. That's not Nimrod Shea, is it?
Yeah, Nimrod Shea is in front of El Ripo.
Yes, they are. I'm getting confused here. Anyway, I'll try and keep track of things a bit better. Ryan Skywalker and I was going to call him Bruno Fernandez then. Brigido Hernandez at the front of the pack are cleared away from Isaac Gard. There's now 5.7 seconds between them. So them two really showing some skill to clear away from the rest of the pack. But back with the front runners, Artyom hunting down Max Newt 7. Artyom looking to try and line up a move potentially into the Variante chicane. Tailing him all down this very short straight, but there's just not enough time for any slipstream there. We've got quite a few blue flags going on. After that first lap incident, we've got a lot of drivers involved in these packs. We've got a few kind of packs of drivers, and some of them are blue flags, and some of them might not be necessarily aware that they are blue flag drivers.
Slipstream Isaac Gard into the Rata, tries to outbrake him. They're side by side going through, and the camera doesn't like me. Yeah, and Max Newt is in front at the end of the second Rivazza of Isaac Gard.
That was a really nice move from Max Newt there. Absolutely picture perfect. Just deeper braking, side by side, very clean racing, and then he's through up into the podium positions. Isaac Gard is going to look to try and hunt him down and regain that position sometime soon. Artyom potentially going to profit as well, because we know that battling does lose you time. So Artyom potentially going to line up a nice move himself if Max Newt can't just clear off, because it looks like he might be with that speed through the Tamburello. Look at that. Beautiful.
If I remember right, Max was one of the back markers. And now he's in the top.
Incredible.
3.
Incredible. Look at that. That's, you know what that is? That's improvement with Track Titan.
That's an ad.
That is an ad. That is an ad. Go to app.tracktitan.io. You'll end up like Max Newt. He was at the bottom. Now he's at the top. Started from the bottom. Now we're here.
And end up in the commentary box.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, I used it, but you know, I just don't have the racing blood in me. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
So I just talk about it instead.
oh, and Nicolas just spun into the Piratella.
Oh, wow.
Like, he spun Piratella. That sounds like pirouette.
I missed that one. Yeah,
he did a pirouette into the Piratella.
Nicholas Romatelli there doing a pirouettella. Yeah, nice one. But he drops down one position just behind. Goodness me, these names. Can you pronounce 7th place?
Digzag. I don't know if I want to say the Z
Zigzag
as a
McVette.
as a
I'm really
or-
sorry. I'm really sorry, Mister. I can't pronounce your name, but he did make a nice clean move on Nicholas as he was off the track
Where is
there.
he
So
from again?
all credit. I couldn't tell you, to be perfectly
I
honest with
want
you.
to see. He doesn't have a flag. Goddamn. That's sad. We don't know.
So, so difficult pronunciations aside for a limited English speaker myself. I can barely speak English, never mind other languages. We've got some easier to pronounce drivers up at the front with Brigida Hernandez and Ryan Skywalker. Going through the Villeneuve chicane. Brigida keeping ahead of Ryan so far. We've got obviously been 8 minutes into this race? Yeah, 8 minutes into this race. 7 minutes left, and Brigido's maintaining a gap, but not getting away from Ryan, importantly. So Ryan's just staying with him for now, and potentially that does mean that another tape will be on the cards towards the end of the race. This might all be part of Ryan's grand master plan. Nonetheless, it'll be nice to see another new driver win, because we've never seen Brigido win.
As you said, I don't want to call him Brigida because that sounds like a girl name. I just want to call him Bruno. But Encanto said we don't talk about Bruno, so Brigida it is.
We don't we don't talk about Bruno. So Brigido's in first place. That's tickled me.
Alright, Michelle is overtaken at the back for 13th place.
Yeah, Michelle doing very well there on his recovery drive in his papier-mâché Praga R1. Just side by side with Keskin now as they go towards the Piratella. Keskin on the outside, Michelle on the inside. Michelle making light work of Keskin there as he moves through on the inside, cleanly through, and now he's hunting down Little Skittle. Oh, but Keskin's almost going to fight back. Oh, he's sniffing up the inside there, but he never ended up making the move. So, oh, and Little Skittle spins. Little Skittle spins on the exit of Aqua Minerale there. That was devastating to see, but it just shows how very easy it is to spin on that corner. You're going uphill, the rears are just so unloaded, and you get a bit too much throttle on. And, well, you're eating donuts for dinner.
Yeah, that's a deadly corner. Even Elrepo had problem with it in practice, as I was with him in voice chat.
It is a very, very difficult corner to master. Definitely. Oh, Sally
having a problem.
Yeah, Sally falling through the order.
Breaking really early. I mean, he was breaking really early for that corner. I think that's a problem that we saw here.
Yeah, he's going to the pits.
Oh, no,
so
he has damage.
Yeah, what? Sally with damage. That's very, very unfortunate for Sally there. He's a very good driver. And yeah, he's used to running a much higher up, so he's definitely got some damage going into the pits to fix it now. But I'm sure he'll be around to fight back in the second race, of course. It's a reverse grid, so he'll better get a higher grid position start from all this. Maybe that's just a tactic.
Every time we say that someone goes into the pit or just hangs at the back, we say it's a tactic.
Yeah, it's always a tactic. I'm not going to make it out. I'm not going to make it out like it's intentional. Of course, it's a tactic.
Michelle eating some gravel.
Oh, is he? Oh no, he's gonna just a little bit.
A little bit. He was playing a smoke screen. Other than Ricardo.
Yeah, he was doing a Ricardo. He was doing a Ricardo on Keskin there, who's still chasing him down. But yeah, Michelle's clearing off away from him a little bit now. But with 5.5 seconds between him and Nicholas Romatelli. Hopefully Nicholas doesn't do any more pirouettellis through the Piratella. Oh, this is bottom of the barrel stuff. This is bottom of the barrel stuff. I need to stop.
I think I'll trademark that.
Up towards the front, anyway.
Let's track that and trademark that.
I'm not sure Nicholas will be too happy about that.
I don't think he will. But it's my quote, so.
Exactly. He can sue you then. Brigida Hernandez still leading this race, and now with just over a second between him and Ryan, he's really showing his colours here and making light work of Ryan for now. What have you seen, Spitzlan?
I've seen a bad re-entry to the track by someone, and that was disgusting. I don't want to see that again. And it was a guy spinning. It was Rossino. And he just spun, and then he endangered, I think it was Michelle or someone, when he was driving back to the track.
Goodness me, Rossino, watch yourself. He's got blue flags at the minute as he goes for a spin on the first chicane, Tamburello, and he's rejoining. Oh, I see what you mean. Coming right across the track there, nearly colliding with, who was that coming through? Little Skittle. And he's now just about ahead of Rafael Varela. Hopefully he doesn't do any more spins and get in front of any of these drivers. He's going to obey the blue flags, I think, and let Rafael through, potentially. Let's see how this goes. Whoa, squeezing Rafael. There's blue flags, Rossino. There's blue flags. All over the grass here. I don't think he cares. He does not care for the rules. Rafael Varela, meanwhile, fuming with him. Having to brake very, very sharply there to avoid Rossino. Rossino definitely needs a bit of blue flag education as
disqualify.
Rafael
just
now.
Ban him. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Just ban him.
Rafael, I think, might manage to get by him without too much of a challenge. I'm just going to watch it unfold, see if there's any chaos that gets caused. But yeah, Rossino definitely not on the racing line here. Must be a bit more of an amateur driver. And Rafael definitely is going to be fuming seeing all this. Oh, Rafael goes around. That was Rafael's own doing, but I understand his frustration there, as that was definitely caused by the slower driver up ahead. But, well, that does give Rafael a bit more clean air so he can make a nice overtake when he does come back through to lap Rossino. But there's just the danger of blue flags, isn't it?
How Vettel would say, blue flags, blue flags,
blue flags, blue flags,
blue flags.
But one person who isn't dealing with any blue flags, of course, is Ryan Skywalker. They are both flying out at the front. Whereabouts are they on track here? In Aqua Minerale. And they don't have any blue flag. They don't have any drivers at all ahead of them. The next driver ahead of them is in Rivazza. So these two have got a open playground to duel. And with 1 minute left, that's going to be this lap and 2 more. The duel is going to unfold. Looking for the words there. The duel is going to unfold. Ryan in the Seattle Seahawks car. Brigida Hernandez in the Denver Broncos car.
I think you have more skins than I do for the Praga.
It's not. It's just the colours. It's just the colours. Chasing down the start-finish straight. Only a second between them, but that's a manageable gap to make an overtake. If Ryan really turns the boosters on, if he pulls something out of somewhere, he is going to be able to take Brigida Hernandez. Yeah, exactly. As you say, fastest lap for Ryan Skywalker. That's 5/10 faster than Brigida on the last lap. Ryan is pulling him in now. It's 1 lap, 2 laps left yet. The clock just ticks down to 0 now, so it's going to be this lap and 1 more. Ryan's going to have to make an overtake very, very soon if he wants to secure this win. And it's on the cards, quite frankly, because he is reeling Brigida in. Brigida is crumbling under the pressure a little bit here. His lap times have dropped a little bit down, and Ryan's have really ramped up. Ryan does very well under this kind of pressure. As they go through the Tosa hairpin, Ryan's still within a second of Brigida. I'm going to jump quickly back because it looks like Neidhart is making a move on Neidhart is making a move, potentially. And who's that behind him making a move? It is Nicholas Romatelli. There he is, through the Tamburello with a very, very clean move on Nimrod Shea, showing us how it's done and demonstrating how you can overtake through the Tamburello chicane. And Neidhart, once again, making a battle. I think he's not managed to make the move yet. No, he's still behind as he comes towards the Tosa hairpin. He's too far back for a lunge now. Oh, Nicholas getting a bit wobbly. Whoa, too far back for a lunge. Neidhart says, no, I'm not, and comes right around the inside of him there and does not leave him any room on the exit. Rubens Barrichello would be happy with that one. Wow, he could never do that on Michael Schumacher. Neidhart now flying up towards the Piratella in 7th place ahead of Redacted. Oh, McVetti spins. He spins, he's in the middle of the track, and there's a driver colliding with him. Nicholas Romatelli. Oh, Nimrod Shea's gone into him as well. Michelle Rodriguez has got caught up in it. It's a 4-way crash. Oh, no. As McVetti disconnects, he managed to just get a bit of a tank slapper on there. He was sideways on the track. There was absolutely nothing he could do, and Michelle is battling with all kinds of damage there. He's on the final lap, fortunately, so he'll come across and get the checkered flag next time round, but I think he might have a puncture there. Nimrod Shea and Nicholas Romatelli also caught up in that. That was a bit of chaos, wasn't it? Oh, Nicholas is seriously damaged. He's limping home. Little Keskin comes through. Little Skittle's going to come through. These drivers are going to drop down like flies. I think Nicholas might be retiring. He's had enough. On the final lap, he retires.
I'm still getting the leaders hoping for Ryan making a lunge. I want to see that back on stream.
Exactly. Hopefully, I'm going to jump back onto them because we've got a blue flag driver coming up as well, Rossino. Notable Chaos Causer is quickly going to come up on these two, potentially round towards the end of the lap. Nicholas Romatelli is only just at the Variante Alta chicane, and he's just limping around, so he might even get involved in this chaos. We've got drivers. Ryan spins! Ryan Skywalker spins!
To the entry of Aqua Minerali. Ryan lost his back.
And just how easy it can all go wrong at Imola. This is the danger of this track. As I said, it's such a difficult track to master. You've got such highs, such lows, both metaphorically and literally. And that was definitely a low for Ryan Skywalker. Literally, he really struggling there, coming down the Aqua Minerali in the slipstream and just goes round. And Brigida Hernandez is going to definitely inherit the win with him now 8 seconds ahead of Ryan Skywalker. What drama. What drama.
First, the pre-final lap carnage, and then he just loses it all.
Exactly. Chaos in the penultimate lap. Chaos on the final lap. Brigida Hernandez, the man that does not care. There he is, crossing a line. That's his first ever Track Titan race win, and he does it in style. Fends off Ryan Skywalker for an entire race, and yeah, comfortably cruises along in first place, ahead of Ryan Skywalker, and then Max Newt in third place, rounding out the podium. Just coming across the line there. The rest of the drivers, as they're coming through, we don't have many close gaps, so I don't think there's going to be any final lap lunges. Isaac Gard in fourth. Artyom coming around to complete his race in fifth position. Oswald Gray with a fantastic debut in sixth position, up from, that must have been about 15th in qualifying. What a fantastic race from him. Showed some of his overtaking skills and, well, definitely demonstrated them just by his positions. Michelle Rodriguez telling everyone not to dive bomb. That might be in vain.
Yes, I'm happy.
Yeah, understandably.
Understandable, have a great day.
Neidhart coming home in seventh. Nimrod Shea is going to come round the corner, final corner now, yeah, and he's going to secure 8th position ahead of Keskin, Rafael Varela. Now, fending off Little Skittle. No, he's not. That's just Nicholas Pirotelli. Rafael coming around to complete his race in 10th position. Little Skittle in the final corner coming around for 11th. El Ripo 12th. Michelle Rodriguez, and then all the other drivers either in the pits or very many laps behind. So that was a really chaotic race. A very chaotic race.
And it was only the first race. Wait till the second one.
And it was only the first race. Time for the next.
I was so sad for Oswald. Look into the chat. He just said good luck to himself. That's sad.
Good race, says Oswald Gray.
For himself.
Oswald wishes himself a good race. And we have drivers on the track. So, who's on pole position? Rafael Varela, I think. No, it's El Ripo.
El Ripo.
Followed by Little Skittle, followed by Rafael Varela. And that is the last time you'll ever hear me actually pronounce Little Skittle right, because I talk like an absolute scrounger. Little Skittle. Little Skittle.
I'm here to help. That's why
Anyway, into the second race, reverse grid. So all the drivers' results from the first race backwards. Let's see how this one goes. We've got the Ferrari prancing horses looking down on 6 lights as they go on and off. Oh, who's that jumping the start? I think that might have been El Ripo jumping the start there, or was it Little Skittle? Nonetheless, he gets a good start, and they're about 3 wide, nearly 4 wide going around the first corner. Really, really good start from everyone. Let's see if any chaos gets caused into the Tamburello chicane. Little Skittle in first, but who's that jumping up the inside is Keskin with a look up the inside. Not going to happen this time around. Little Skittle takes the corner very neatly. El Ripo and Keskin come around the corner also very neatly. It's a lot cleaner towards the front. I'm definitely sure someone's in the grass further back. Ryan Skywalker's in the grass. Ryan Skywalker is building sandcastles.
Oswald. No, Oswald, no.
Oh, Oswald, Keith, and I danced in the grass, in the gravel. Someone else in the gravel. It's Artyom. Artyom, unfortunately, in the gravel, I think, might have been
as well.
Nicholas Romatelli, yeah, also in the gravel. So a lot of drivers making sandcastles in this first lap, but a lot less than the first time round. So notable improvement from all the drivers there. But up at the front, Little Skittle extended his lead to 1.7 seconds. I don't know if he's going to get a penalty. I thought I saw him jump the start.
He should. He should.
You would think so.
He jumped.
You would think so.
He jumped to the start.
We'll see as he comes round to start a new lap if he goes into the pits or not. Who's that spinning? Oh, it's El Ripo. El Ripo's gone round and he's collected about 4 drivers with him. Nothing he could do there. Just spin on the exit of Aqua Minerale, and he's doing very, very well here to control his rejoin and not rejoining in someone else's way. Good job there, El Ripo. Showing us how it's done, rejoining in a very safe manner. Even, you know, honestly, too safe.
You said... We said Rossino was too dangerous. He is 4th.
Rossino. Chaos calls it in chief. There in 4th. Oh, is that Isaac Gard at the inside of Max Newt? Yes, it is. That's the revenge move from Isaac Gard, making the exact same move that Max did on him last time round. And that's picture perfect. Little Skittle does not come into the pits, so I don't think he's got a penalty or he's going to serve it in a lap. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe he's just enjoying his time at the front. But
I don't know how
for now,
works.
Isaac Gard, and I'm pretty sure got 3 laps to serve it if he does. Anyway, Isaac Gard and Max Newt, the battle rages on. There's nothing between them. Max Newt's marginally ahead there before the corner, but I'm pretty sure Isaac Gard's got the inside line. Oh, Max Newt sweeps around the outside of Tamburello chicane, and then by the end of the chicane, Max Newt is well ahead of Isaac Gard there. A beautiful move from Max Newt on Isaac, showing him how it's done and getting him back for that same overtake just a few corners ago. So now the battle is going to continue to rage between these two as we look a bit further behind, because Nicholas Barrion is battling away with McVetti. It's not going well on the name pronunciation fun. But through the Tosa hairpin, he's very, very close to him. And then Keskin's very close to him. And then Nimrod Shear's very close to them. And then Artyom's very close behind him. And then Brigido Hernandez is very close behind him. And then Ryan Skywalker's very close behind him. And he's just made a move on Nicholas Romatelli, who's also very close behind him. So we've got 6 drivers, all line astern. Maybe 7, that is. I think I can't count. But I need to go back to school. Nonetheless, Nicholas Barrion is still looking to make the move for 5th position as he comes through Aqua Minerale. He's going to get a good run up towards the Variante Alta. Oh, he definitely is. Look at the run that he's got on Mr. McVetti as they come through up towards Variante Alta. Nicholas Barrion, oh, looking to make a move, but deciding better of it. Very good choice as he got onto the very slippery green stuff on the exit of the corner, firing all the way down to Ravazza. You got Rossino, Chief Chaos Causer, just up ahead. Let's see what chaos he can cause once again, as Nicholas has some interesting connection things there. Oh, side by side into the Ravazza. Nicholas is well alongside, and he's going to almost inherit 5th place, but he doesn't because he gets a tank slapper on. He's gone fully round. He's gone fully round.
Nimroche. No,
it's Nicholas. Yeah, Nicholas Barrion went round.
And Nimroche spun as well. No, he didn't. Good to know. Little skill in pits, serving his penalty.
Yeah, finally serving his penalty with that. But does promote Max Newt up into 1st position, so Isaac Gard's got even more of the bit between his teeth now to try and regain that 1st position. Wow.
First race was more carnage. If you...
I'll just check the comments for McVetti. He's got a very interesting name, which means I'm not going to read that. However, it's the sky's the limit's baby brother, and he's got all the pace he lacks, and he's definitely showing his pace because he's doing very well this race without a damaged car. He is flying. The Max Newt fan brigade is also in full force as he leads the race, currently a second ahead of Isaac Gard. But I'm going to jump away from these because once again the 6-car battle is hotting up. Keskin's gone around promoting lots of drivers forward. He rejoins the track just about safely as Rolf moves through on him, and Rafael Varela might also try and make a move on him. I'm sure he's damaged. Yeah, he goes around once again on the Tosa hairpin, probably with a little bit of damage, and Oswald moves through, so Oswald is no longer last. Come on, Oswald, get them overtakes, son. We know you can do it. Back up in 6th position. The battle is once again taking place. Brigido Hernandez and Ryan Skywalker battling it out with Artyom for 5th position. Artyom at the front, Brigido Hernandez just behind him, just alongside him. He's on his rear quarter as they come down towards Ravazza. Ryan Skywalker's also sniffing. He can smell blood in the water, and he can smell an overtake very, very soon if he keeps his cards right. Nonetheless, Brigido Hernandez is securing that position into Ravazza, braking very well there and keeping the car on the black stuff, which is exactly what you need to do. And he moves up into 5th position just ahead of Artyom. And like I said, Ryan Skywalker, he sees a bit of weakness weakness and he smells blood in the water like a shark. There he is, snapping up Artyom. He moves up into 6th position himself, does Ryan on the start-finish straight, and once again he's hunting down Brigida Hernandez, trying to take him, but Brigida Hernandez puts in a fastest lap of the race with a 1:49.166, so really, really good racing. Artyom, not one to give up though, gets squeezed all the way to the outside by Ryan Skywalker there, not quite pulling a George Russell, so they both stay on the track, and there's no Mercedes drivers falling out with each other this time round. Oh, that was a nice little overtake battle, wasn't it?
You didn't say the last thing. God no. How do you insult 2 careers in one thing? Just George Russell and Valtteri Bottas, the end.
Nah, you know what? What's life without F1 references? Moving through, I think on a back marker there.
I forgot the name.
No, they're not.
Brigida or something like that. Brigida, moving on.
Yeah, Brigida Hernandez moving through on McVetti there, and McVetti once again dropping through. Ryan, again, sniffing blood in the water. Anytime Brigida, anything... Ryan is just saying to Brigida, he's saying, anything you can do, I can do better.
I can do better.
That's what he's saying. Every time Brigida makes a move, Ryan makes a move.
That was an ad for McLaren.
It was.
Lewis,
it was.
the gentleman.
It was. I mean, alternatively, you could just say he's like Borat's neighbour.
God.
Nonetheless, oh, is that Nimrod Shea dropping down the order? He is. And look at his car there. It's like an Airfix model as he rejoins the track. Must have had a little bit of a spin on Aqua Minerale. We've seen it happen before by the best of drivers, Ryan Skywalker, who of course spun their last race on the final lap. So, very easy to do. And another thing that's not very easy to do is overtake. And Artyom is definitely having a tough time with it, trying to overtake Mavetti there as he comes through to Rivazza. Come through to Rivazza side by side, but yeah, not making the move this time round.
Artyom is the not only one who has trouble overtaking. It's Isaac not catching up to Max Newts.
It is actually. They are very close now. They were about a second
close.
About a second behind.
But they weren't. When I said that, they were a second apart. God damn it, Isaac.
You're giving him a blessing. You are yes. The angel here today. Nonetheless, Isaac still going as he comes through the Tosa hairpin. Isaac Gard very, very close to the back of Max Newt here, looking to make a move very soon. He's got 6 minutes left though, so for now, if I was in his shoes, I'd just sit and wait.
McFatty making a move on Artyom.
I can't call him that on stream, Switzerland.
I don't know how to call him. I'm not going to say that. That's a freaking tongue twister. How should I call him?
We'll get a correct pronunciation. If any of this driver's fans want to try and write out an English pronunciation for it that I can say on stream, I would appreciate it. Nonetheless, we're watching him as he gets a bit of a tank slapper out of Aqua Minerale. Artyom allowing that to happen so he can kind of catch up on him a little bit. Ryan Skywalker closing down on Brigida Hernandez. Whoa, he's looking to make a move as they come down towards Rivazza. You've also got Rossino just ahead of them. Chief Chaos Causer down towards Rivazza. Rossino in the front of shop. Ryan Skywalker and Brigida Hernandez side by side down into Rivazza. Brigida's got the inside line, so he's going to take the very advantageous inside line there through Rivazza, and he's going to power out of the final corner onto the start-finish strip. But Ryan Skywalker definitely has a slipstream now, and he is very, very close to Brigida. Is he going to be able to line up a move into the Tamburello chicane? He pulls out. He's alongside. He's well alongside, and he's ahead already. Squeezing Brigida right to the pit wall there. Wow, wow, wow. Very, very good driving from the pair of them as Ryan once again settles back behind him, but he's definitely lining up a move into the Tamburello chicane. Yes, he is. There he is. Through into fourth position for Ryan Skywalker through the Tamburello chicane. Oh, but he gets all over the grass on the exit there. That's not going to help you, Brian, as Brigida comes back at him. He fights back towards the Villeneuve chicane. They come. Ryan Skywalker once again on the inside, Brigida on the outside, and Ryan defends very, very well there from Brigida, holding on to that fourth position after that little bit of a touch with the grass, and now they've got to both hunt down and pass Rossino, which is something that's very much easier said than done, as we found out last race. Who's this they're coming round to? Is it a lap? Is it a lapped car? It's not! It's Isaac Gard!
Yeah, it is. Wait,
it's Isaac Gard!
Isaac, what happened?
Isaac has had a spin. Max Newt is away and clear. The chat's going to light up at that. They're going to love that one. But Isaac now down into fourth position, splitting apart Ryan Skywalker and Brigida Hernandez. Ryan Skywalker goes off. He goes off and he's in the wall. He's in the wall and he's rejoining the track just behind Brigida Hernandez. His wheel must have disconnected.
Again,
Something's happened.
Or what?
something's happened to Ryan Skauka there. That was very, very odd behaviour from him. He's not even restarting there, and he's gone straight off into the wall, and he's stopped at the side of the track. I can only assume that his wheel disconnected because he's currently sat very precariously at the side of the track. But nonetheless, that does mean that Rosino is back up into second position, Isaac Gard's back up into third position, and Max Newt is away and clear, almost 10 seconds ahead of all of these. Ryan dropping down the order. That's devastation for Ryan Skauka there. Something must have happened.
Second heartbreak. I don't think that Imola is good for Ryan. It doesn't seem it is.
It definitely isn't. But, well, Imola doesn't seem very good for a lot of drivers today, but they are all doing well enough to keep it on track. But some of them, yeah, showing the dangers, as Ryan has there. And Isaac Gard, look at him going left, right. He's snaking up the back of Rosino there. He's looking left, he's looking right. He's looking for a wave through, but it's not going to happen this time around. As he comes around, oh, Rosino goes round. Isaac Gard moves through on Rosino. Rosino around at the Tamburello chicane. He's going to try and rejoin the track across the track. Rosino, go careful with them overtakes, man. Going for a little bit of sandcastle making, and he's going to rejoin at the exit of the Tamburello chicane. And Rosino down in 5th position, now losing 4 places because of that spin. Look how dangerous it is to spin, how easy it is, and how dangerous it is to spin on this track.
It's a small track, and I don't want to bring it up, but we know what happened to Ayrton. His wheel disconnected. Wait.
Ryan's wheel disconnected. Is this what he said?
Wait, yeah, no. Ayrton's wheel disconnected, and if Ryan's wheel is disconnected and a little bit of the saving thing right there.
Goodness me.
I don't want to say that, but okay.
We are recreating it in the same world, but nonetheless, well, Ryan out of the race now officially. He's away and gone. I think he'll probably be letting us know what happened to him in the Discord soon enough. But this battle rages on. 2nd and 3rd place still going. Ryan, yeah, his Oculus died.
Oh, so his VR.
His VR died.
And
terrible.
I was like,
terrible.
should I buy a Switch or an Oculus? So not an Oculus.
Happens to the best of us, but one thing that definitely happens to the best of us, there you go, Brigido. Yeah, making a nice move on Isaac Gard there into the Ravazza chicane, and Brigido saying, that 2nd place is mine. I want another win. Was it Brigido that won the first one? It was Brigido, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Brigido.
I'm losing track. I don't think he's going to get a win, though. But with 1 minute 47 left, Max Newt's got maybe 3 laps left until he can secure a win. So as long as he keeps it on the track, he's going to be very safe from these two that are hunting him down in a pack. But Isaac, yeah, here he comes. Looking for an overtake back on Brigido into the Tamburello chicane once again. Brigido stays ahead. I got confused between the drivers there. And Brigido on the inside line manages to hold on to that 2nd position ahead of Isaac Gard. And Isaac Gard's still going to slot behind for 3rd, but the move is definitely still on with 1 minute and 20 left. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Max Newt had an incident, I think.
Do you think? Yeah, the time is going down. Isaac, I saw his rear tire slip a little bit. I think he is battling the tires now.
I think everyone is at the minute.
A little bit back. Yeah, everybody is with tires.
Yeah, definitely everyone.
Dropping a little bit for everyone.
Everyone battling with the car at the minute. Some drivers battling with each other. McVetia and Rafael Varela having a battle through the Tosa hairpin. Rafael looking to make up a lot of positions that he did last time round. Had a bit of a rough first race, but we know he's a fast driver, and we know he can get through for that 6th position potentially before the end. 36 seconds left. Max is just going down towards Ravazza, so it's going to be this lap and 2 more, I do think. Who else have we got battling away? We've got a bit of a 4-car battle here from Romatel all the way back to Little Skittle. All these drivers about within a second of each other. Little Skittle just a bit further off the back of them as they come down the Piratella into Aqua Minerale. But no moves happening this time round. All the drivers kind of spreading out a little bit now.
Yeah, they are spread out. But there will be 2 more laps of racing as Max crosses the line.
Yeah, Max is...
2 more laps.
Yeah, already crossed the line. Oh, who's that just had a spin? Rafael Varela. Rafael Varela, and I think Rossino might have been involved there. Rossino apologising in the chat to Rafael, so I can only assume that they had come together and tangled, and that does mean that Rolf has managed to get himself promoted up into 6th position. So Rolf is going to be very happy there. Rolf Det Juk doing very well there. Just a nice midfield battle for Rolf there. He's been a quiet driver this race, but he's done very well for himself. So all credit where credit's due, up in 6th position there. Doing very well.
Oh,
Rafael Varela 3 wide down the start-finish straight. Rafael Keskin and Nicholas Romatelli all fighting for this 8th position, rather. Still 3 wide as they come into the first corner. Who's that on the inside? Is that Rafael Varela at the back of them? Keskin and Nicholas Romatelli fighting around. Keskin sweeps around the outside of Nicholas Romatelli into the Tamburello chicane, getting a lot of traction out of the corner there and speeding away from the pair of them behind him. Nicholas Romatelli and Rafael Varela still battling away for this 8th position. This is a very nice 3-way battle as they come through the Villeneuve chicane into the Tosa hairpin. Nicholas Romatelli in the middle of the sandwich. He's going to look to the inside of Keskin. He's going to try and break lane. Oh, no dive bombs this time round, though. Definitely misses an apex there. And Rafael Varela sniffs that and moves right up the inside of Nicholas Romatelli. A really, really nice switchback move there from Rafael Varela. But now they're side by side as they come up towards the Piratella. Also hunting down Keskin. Keskin right up close to them on the exhaust pipes. Nicholas Romatelli around the outside of Rafael Varela there. Nice move from Nicholas once again down towards Acqua Minerale. Nicholas Romatelli's on the inside of even Keskin now. He's going to look up the inside, but it's not going to happen this time around. Keskin holding on to that 8th position for as long as he possibly can. Up towards Variante Alta. Little Skittle decides to run across the shot and make some sandcastles. Keskin holding on to this 8th position. Nicholas Romatelli and Rafael Varela side by side almost as they come to Variante Alta. But Nicholas Romatelli is definitely going to hold on to that. Oh, gets a bit of a love tap there from Rafael Varela and he goes round. Nicholas Romatelli spins. Does a Piratelli. Little Skittle moves up into 10th position. Rafael Varela, the beneficiary there, carries on in 9th position. That was a really nice little battle, wasn't it?
Adam, it's not a Piratelli if it's not in Piratella. Oh, on the Rafael, as I said that, Rafael spins at the Riata.
Rafael Varela.
Spins.
Oh, he spun. And Nicholas Romatelli moves back through into 10th position. So Little Skittle, definitely the biggest beneficiary there, moves up 2 positions as a result of all that chaos. But yeah, there you go. The penultimate lap claims 2 lives once again.
Oh, Rossino actually trying to overtake someone cleanly, which is a change for him. Let's go on Rolf. I would just go him Rolf.
Yeah, Rossino.
Rolf, slipstream and him down to down to Tosa. A clean move into the inside by Rossino. That's what we like to see.
Really, really nice clean move there. That was lovely. Deep braking. You could see the brake disc just light up there as Rossino was hard on the brakes behind Rolf. Now ahead of Rolf into 6th position. And very respectable driving from Rossino there. A marked improvement once again from the first race. This second race has been a fair amount cleaner, I think.
A lot cleaner. That's what I would say.
Oh, but Rossino goes round. Rossino gets 2 wheels on the grass and just goes straight around and he spins on Acqua Minerale. I'm going to jump back to the front because Max New has won his first Track Titan Community race there. Like you said, he was at the back before. He's at the front now and he is the winner of the second race of the day. Brigida Hernandez comes home second. Isaac Gard is going to come home third. Where did Rossino rejoin? Rossino's still sideways on the track at the top of Acqua Minerale. He's dropping down the order. Oh no, it's Keskin. It's Keskin. Sorry, it's Keskin.
God damn. Stop. So... But
Getting
Rossino
confused.
is spinning. Oh, and Nicolas spun Rossino, and they both spun. That's dangerous. In the middle of the track, at the Variante chicane.
Oh, wow. And they rejoined just about, not hitting all the other drivers there. Oswald Gray once again.
From 15th to 9 in one chicane. The hero.
The hero of the day, Rossino, all over the track there. I think he's definitely given up now as he just cuts half the track and then does a little bit of a spin for us. Oh, the Dorifto. Rejoining the track, interestingly there, ahead of Keskin. Oh, I think he's got a bit of beef with Keskin there. I'll go away from that. But there we go. Oswald Gray, once again, the big mover, the big money mover, gives us some end of the race crashes and does a really, really nice job to come home in 9th position. He's done his brother proud there. Look at that. The Grays. It's a dynasty. It's a dynasty. But there you go, Max. So 2 first-time winners today. Brigida Hernandez and Max Newt. Both winning for the first time. Let's see if I can give them a nice little tag in. I'm going to try and give them a what do they get for a race winner? They get an orange. They get an orange tag in Discord. Brigida, what? Let's see if we can find their names. We'll have to find their names. I can't find them yet.
Then it's Max on the server. I don't know. I don't think he is.
They've been in the Hot Lap Challenges. Hopefully they're on the server, and hopefully we can have a chat with them. If not, we can, of course, have a chat with El Rippo and Michelle, who are there in the general channel waiting to, I'm sure, waiting to be roasted. But that was really, really good. Oswald there, happy with that race. I'm sure he is. He did a really, really good job that entire race, overtaking a lot of people. And
Skillo into the chat. Hey, I'm a Skillo, and I'm kind of pissed at myself. I don't think he's happy with his results. Skill.
Little Skittle there, yeah. No, I'm not sure he's too happy, but I'm happy. That was a good pair of races. I was very, very happy with that, and I'm very happy with all the drivers. They've done very well today.
They certainly did.
I mean, except from some of the first race was a little bit spotty, but the second race, everyone kind of did well. And of course, with the shock exit of Ryan Skywalker halfway through because his Oculus decided to just die on him. So that's gonna harm his championship standings, but no one will get the championship standings harm more than Eric Simondera. You can't win if you don't show up, and Eric didn't.
Ryan is first, so no wait, that's the hot lap. Here, community race, the good thing.
Yeah, in the community race standings, Eric has a commanding lead at minute of about 50 points. So Ryan's going to eat into that a little bit. Jesus currently in third. I'm sure he's going to drop down a little bit. Although potentially not, because no Michelle Rodriguez, no Alexander Gray. Artyom picking up a few points today, probably not enough to overtake Jesus. But some new winners, Max Newt and Brigitte Hernandez, are going to make their way right up the leaderboard. I'm sure going to put themselves about 10th position, 10th and 11th potentially. Brigitte with the first and second, of course. That's a really, really solid bag of points. Hopefully they're in the Discord to have a chat.
Let's just go to Michelle and El Rippo. Oh, yeah, we know Michelle is looking at the stream. I'm proud of the driver. They did so well. The biggest lie I have ever heard.
Listen, Michelle, respectfully, Michelle. It's the first corner. I don't know what else you expect.
First corner carnage. Classic.
First corner carnage. Nonetheless, they're still going in the chat, so plenty to discuss in the Discord. And, well, do you want to chat with Michelle and Mel Rippo?
Yes.
We'll bring them in, we'll snatch them. We'll abduct them. We've abducted the pair of them. And you can tell us all about how proud you are of how good the racing was, Michelle.
Hi.
How was that first race for you, Michelle?
It was horrible. Just got caught up in everything.
Did you just get tagged? Did you just get tagged from behind?
I don't know where he was from behind, but I got tagged. I spun, and then I couldn't drive because drivers were driving around because it was mayhem. And then driving the race, it was tough because people they spin out and they start driving on the racing line, and you just tag them again. It's like not a good race for me today.
Yeah, we did notice that. We do definitely need to do some community rejoin lessons, I think, for some of the drivers who are really struggling with the rejoins. Just don't rejoin in the racing line, guys. Come on now.
It's tough.
Well, Michelle struggling there with your race, kind of having it ruined from a bit of dodgy driving. El Rippo, you had a decent first race, didn't you?
Kind of, but only like to the moment I became a Beyblade.
Oh, you did get...
It was like a few minutes into the race. Could have been better.
Beyblade.
El Rippo, the human Beyblade.
Let it rip.
Yes. Yeah. It wasn't the greatest of races for me.
Okay, well, we've got two drivers in the commentary box now who both had terrible races, and the winners don't even want to speak to us. So what an optimistic end to the day.
What a race we had today! And the second race, my suspension went all bad. I couldn't steer the car. It was horrible.
We did actually see you really struggling, especially at the end. But yeah, you definitely need to, go get this gypsy curse lifted off you, because I'm not sure quite how you managed to be so unlucky every single race, Michelle. These last 3 weeks have been so unlucky.
It was your fault, remember?
It was not. Spitslam said you were going to win at the start of this. Spitslam said you were going to win at the start of this race, Michelle.
No, I can blame this on you. I can blame it on Adam.
You know what that is called? Commentator's curse. Commentator's curse.
Hey, I give you a commentator's blessing in the qualifying lap.
You did.
However,
You did.
I was close. A tenth off. I was close. A tenth
so
off.
let's start switching your look from qualifying to race, and you'll be set. El Ripper, you just seem to be unlucky either way. To be honest with you, you just need to contact Oswald and see how he overtakes so much.
You did contact Alex, the red guy, to the job.
But yeah, well done for racing, guys. And given the circumstances, you both did fairly well. It was just a bit of chaos, I think, today, wasn't it?
A bit of chaos. Yes.
There's been more chaos. There's been more chaos in the past.
That is true. That is true. That is true.
I'm
Thanks
not
so
sure.
much, guys, for commentating, like always.
Oh well, you know what? It's our
You're
pleasure.
welcome.
But we'll boot you out now, and we'll say goodbye to everyone on the stream. So thanks for joining us, guys.
Thanks. Bye.
See you.
Thanks.
They've been placed back
Removed.
to where they belong in the general channel. But yeah, there we go. That's the end of the race. That's the end of the racing for today. It's been fun to commentate on. I'm sure if I was a driver, I'd be feeling a bit differently, but to commentate on, it was very fun. Just to answer one question in the chat from Vladislav, what do I do to qualify for the next race? You don't have to qualify, just join the Track Titan Discord. We race every Tuesday at this exact same time. The qualifying starts at 7 o'clock GMT, but the server usually fills up by about 6:45. So definitely get in the server early, and we'll have a good bit of racing every Tuesday. Best part of my week. Is it the best part of your week, Spitzlam?
Oh, definitely yes.
I was hoping you were going to say yes.
I didn't expect so much carnage today.
Yeah, today was a bit of
caught me
carnage.
off guard. That caught me off guard.
It was a special bit of carnage for sure, but
was.
it has been good to commentate on today. And of course, at lovely Imola next week, the car that has been selected is, Tom messaged me, the Tatas FA01. So more high-speed, high-downforce action in store for us next week, and more high-speed, high-downforce chaos, I'm sure.
Sounds nice. Sounds really nice.
Sounds nice, and the damage is getting left on. So these drivers best pray to these drivers best pray to God.
Suspension.
We'll have to do some community rejoining lessons, but nonetheless, it's been a good day, and I'm sure it'll be a good day next week. So we will, I'm sure, see everyone back here next week. Isn't that right? I'll be here.
Except me. I'm not here.
Are you not here next week?
No. I will maybe
No!
turn about the stream. I'm sorry,
Okay,
Adam.
That's okay. Well, Spitzlam won't be joining us next week, but I'm sure you're back week after, yeah?
Oh yeah, the week after.
Beautiful.
Definitely. I
Beautiful.
am.
We'll miss you. We'll miss you. But that does round it out for today then. So, from Imola, from the Pragas, from the Chaos, and from 2 new Track Titan race winners, it's been a pleasure. I have been Adam Chapman, commented into today, joined by Mr. Spitzlam. Very
Bye, guys.
professional. Mr. Spitzlam, isn't it? Not just Spit, it's Mr. Spitzlam.
Yeah, it's Mister. I feel old.
Dr. Spitzlam. Okay, well, there we go. That's the end of the stream. Thank you for joining us, everyone, and we will see you all next week.